Hey, buddy, watch this.
Hello, Regis Gilbin is the name, and Hearthstone is the game, and it's time for another Rostacon's Rumble Decksperiment. And this time we're going to be trying out a face warrior deck, modeled after the pirate warrior days of old. This deck utilizes Soul Thrays in some really exciting ways for just tons of weapon damage. And you know what? It does it pretty darn well, I have to say. That said, let's go ahead and jump into the deck creation process for the face warrior deck. Okay, I want to build a face warrior, guys. I know not everybody wants to play Face Warrior. I get it. But I want to try it because I actually think Soul Thrays is kind of a cool card in a face deck. I'm pretty sure some people have probably already done this. I'm not going to say I'm like the first or anything, but I just want to see what my version looks like and see if we can build a cool, like really aggressive, sort of piratey warrior deck, right? Like, can you make a pirate warrior deck work anymore? I don't know. I don't know that you can, because where are the weapons, man? Where are the weapons at, dude? What weapons do we run, right? Do we just run Fire War Axe? Is upgrade worth it in a deck with Fire War Axe? It doesn't feel like it is. Like what do we run? Is actually Weapons Project worth it? No, not in a face deck, because you gotta do face damage. Could you run a Molten Blade, maybe? I don't know. We're going to see what this looks like. Whoa!
I love watching your deck building.
Holy moly, Mitchell, dude. 4033 Mitchell with the 1200 bits. Thank you, sir. Yeah. I feel like this is not going to be as good as normal, though, because I don't really know what direction I want to go with this yet. We're going to just kind of start adding some cards in here and see what it shapes into, right? I'm not sure yet myself, but I bet we find something that looks kind of cool. Man, although I'll tell you, I expected to have more cards I felt like fit. Right now, I don't feel like anything here is very good. I thought we were going to have like more good pirate builds to go with, but at the moment, I mean, I don't know, this is okay. It's not bad, actually. It's not too bad.
15 freaking months. Craziness.
That is crazy, actually, Soroshio, man. Thank you, sir. That's incredible. 15 months, man. Yeah, I got to meet you and everything. That's awesome. Super, super cool. So thank you. Thank you. Anything else that was typically run in pirate warrior builds of old that we might want to take a look at? Anything that doesn't feel like it fits? I'm not super convinced of Phantom Freebooter's value. We could just run, I actually kind of think Kobold Librarian's a cool card, by the way. Or, Librarian. Barbarian. Librarian is a good card, too. I don't feel like I have enough card draw, maybe. I know Pirate Warrior doesn't always run a lot of card draw, but I feel like we might want one or two. But anyway, Soul Thrays is cool, because it's like Arcanite Reaper, right? But it's potentially 16 damage over multiple turns. Like, even if you don't overkill anything with it, it's still kind of crazy. And then if you do overkill things with it, like, that's fine too, because you might push through a taunt and still get damage, which I think is nice. What else? What other cards could fit here, guys? What camera model do you use? I use a Logitech C920, I think. What else fits this deck style, guys? So let's take a look more carefully. Like, I'm not super inspired by this deck, so I'm kind of just like running through it, right? Maybe Hinchclan Thug actually is good. Yeah, that's perfect. That's 30 cards. Easy win. Job done. Easy. Where is it? My god, how many 3-drops are there? Do we want to make room for a Vicious Fledgling, or do we want to go for the full pirate package? I like the pirate package a little more than normal, I think, because of Sharkfin Fan. And it might look like we don't really have 1-drop weapons, but we sort of do, right? We have Upgrade, and we could even play a Molten Blade for 1-1. Like, that's fine. Does it actually start as a 1-1? Only if you top deck it, right? If you mulligan it, it's going to be something else. So maybe upgrades are the weapon of choice to start. Molten Blade. I don't really have a lot of 1-drops right now. That's kind of intimidating. Why don't I have more 1-drops? Or like Feral Gibberer's worth it? Or you know what actually might be really good? I like this card so much. What's he called? What's his name? Where is he? The Wretched Tiller. Wretched Tiller's kind of sick, right? Right? Like, isn't Wretched Tiller kind of sick? Also, do I actually want to cut Hinchclan for Vicious Fledgling? I kind of think I do. I think the Hinchclan is going to be a little awkward to get off, to be honest. I think I'm going to cut Freebooters too. Or maybe I cut Sousy Captains. No, I like Sousy Captain and Shark Fin. That's pretty cool. And it's a good follow-up to Bloodtail Raider too. So let's add Wretched Tillers, and I think we're going to go the Vicious Fledgling route instead. Because I have a feeling there's going to be instances where we have a Hinge Clan and just no weapon. We don't have the consistency of Rogue. So I feel like Vicious Fledgling provides that same sort of threat, but it's not so dependent on crazy things, right? Oh, Leroy. Oh my god, you're right. We do need a Leroy. Yes, of course. We absolutely need a Leroy. How did I forget about Leroy, man? What do I cut for Leroy? Maybe I cut a... Maybe I cut a... I don't know. I don't know what to cut. I definitely need a Leroy, but I like all these cards. Maybe the Molten Blade? Maybe the Molten Blade. We'll do the Molten Blade. I feel like that's the most fun card, but honestly probably not the best. Because sometimes it's going to be like a 6-drop and we just don't need it. And then we have big weapons later anyway. We have 6 weapons we can equip as is, right? Upgrades, Fire Axes, and Soul Raises. So I don't think we need the Molten Blade. It's I was thinking it's a 1 mana. I was thinking, oh, it's a 1 mana weapon. I like that, but it's actually not a 1 mana weapon at all, right? It's rarely ever 1 mana. You need 1-drops? I think we have 4, and sometimes we'll play upgrade. So I think it's actually okay if we skip 1 occasionally. I think we'll be all right. Coin would help a lot too. So between coin and the amount we have, I mean, what else would we run, right? Town Crier, we don't have Rush for that. I mean, like Abusive Sergeants, Veterans, they're okay, but not great. Corsair is this okay fit, but without patches, it got way worse. Like Dire Moles and Gibberers are fine, probably. Fireflies are always good. Glacier Shards are fine. Leper Gnome is actually sort of good too. Leper Gnome's like the consistent Wretched Tiller, right? But I think Wretched Tiller is occasionally going to stick. We've seen that work before. Let's just go with this. I just want to see. I don't want to commit too much time or energy to this deck because, first off, it's not really a deck I want to succeed. Like, I hope to God we don't find some magical Face Warrior deck that just kills everybody. That's like the worst thing that's like the worst legacy I could ever leave on Hearthstone, right? Like, no. Don't build some degenerate Face Warrior deck, right? Man, that'd be tough. Yeah, we could use the patches, that's for sure. Patches would be nice. This is the perfect hand. I love it. Sure. 1, 2, 3. Easy. Tiller sucks, dude. How many times have you played Wretched Tiller? I'm curious. Just out of curiosity. I don't, just for the record, I don't like when we just say things suck. Like, how do we know? Like, is there data to back it up? Like, what have we seen? Have we tested it in this environment, right? That's the whole point of a Decksperiment for us, is to try things, to test that out and see how it goes. Will it suck? Probably. I think you're right. Just for the record, I think you're right. I think Tiller sucks. But I want to see, right? Like, I need to know. We need to test it. We need to find out. That's my inquisitiveness coming to bear. Okay, I guess we'll just go face. I don't know why I did last time, to be honest. Your hair looks great. Thanks, dude. Thanks. You should make an Enrage Warrior for an experiment. Yeah, Enrage, the keyword that was lost to time. Oh, dude, that sucks. Coin Eaglehorn's like the worst thing that could have happened. Yeah, here it is. Let's see. we're about to find out, guys. That turn 2 hero power feels really good, though. I know that. The problem now is this plays into flanking on 4. So the Coin Eaglehorn was sort of the best answer. Okay. Well, that's obviously Explosive Trap. But that's okay. If it is Explosive Trap, I want to attack with the Tiller to get the damage. If it's Wandering Monster, I actually want to attack with my face.
Welcome, boys. Make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
I think
I'm here for the beard. Be less than
he
3.
didn't attack this. So that kind of makes you think it's. I'm gonna call the bluff. Oh, I failed. Sad day indeed. So I actually, it's debatable whether we wanted this buffed or not, right? Like, I thought maybe the damage was just better. I forgot he's getting another charge on his weapon, though. My thought was, we'll burn the weapon here. Maybe the fledgling can stick. But the other weapon charge kind of breaks that plan. The weapon charge makes this far less exciting. Apparently it's another. Apparently it's another explosive trap. Let's see. Nope, just a freezing trap. Well, that's actually okay. I think we'll just play this then. I don't really have anything else to do anyway. It's got 4 health, so sure. Hey, Sir Karsten, thanks, man, for 18 months. That is totally crazy, dude. That's honestly nuts. I don't even understand how that's possible. Oh. Oh, okay. Sure. I wish we could play the shark fin fan. I mean, is this actually right? We're taking so much damage. It feels like it's right, but I don't know. Like, we have to do it. Like, obviously, we have to do it. Guys, we did it. We found the one answer to turn 5 to a turn 5 spell stone. If he can't kill this, it's actually probably right? If he can't kill it, because we can armor up a little bit here if we have to. Sure shame we didn't have the shark fin though.
Regis on Value Town OMG, I can die now.
Yeah, dude, it was super fun. Value Town was a lot of fun, man. It was great. J-Man was awesome. Thanks, Rango, for the 100 bits, by the way. Okay. We can... Mortal Strike, armor up. I think, do we have to armor up, or do we try to get by with the Fire War Axe? Let's think about it. I definitely want to Mortal Strike the minion to get this damage through, because it's worth 7, and you know, this would only be worth 6 anyway. We could, like, maybe trade Fiery War Axe into 15. We got to think about the damage output here, guys. I'm going to have to think about this for a second. This is a legit math moment, right? He has 3 damage right now. I think I have to armor up, because we have Leroy that might secure the lethal anyway next turn. If he kills this, though, I only have Leroy plus Fireworks, which is 9. So that's not good. I think we have to armor up, though. We're probably dead anyway, to be honest. Like, there's some things that kill me anyway, right? Beast kill command kills me anyway. Hunter's Mark trade. Doesn't kill me, at least. That's sort of good news, right? Not dead. Flare doesn't kill me either. Double Flare doesn't kill me either. Okay. Alright, things are starting to look up a little bit here, guys. So I have to armor up. I want to play the Fledgling. I could play the Shark Fin Fan, though, because it splits my minions into 2 instead of 1. Might be worse against Unleash the Hounds, though. So we're definitely doing this no matter what. So we're at 7, so he has 3. Unleash the Hounds would add 1 damage, would put him at 4 with the Vicious Fledgling. It put him at 5 if I went for the Shark Fin Fan. Because look, I'm going to hit him to 8, so I don't actually need any other minion, right? Leroy plus weapon would be enough to kill him next turn. But if somehow he like breaks the weapon or something, the Shark Fin Fan's a little better with South Sea Captain. Oh. I think we're just going to go Fledgling. I think the reason is because Fledgling creates a lot more like fear for him. Like, I don't know if that actually matters, because he's either going to kill me or he's not, right? I don't know. Maybe Rexar comes down. That's my worst case scenario, maybe.
Just got home.
Hey, Claris, dude.
To you by Home Depot.
Thank you, Claris, man. How's the Home Depot, as I like to call it? The Home Depot. You guys ever turn into a... Okay, so this... Oh, he had the other Hunter's Mark? This guy's an absolute insane baller, isn't he? Dread Corsair. Oh. What do I do, guys? Do I call the bluff here or not? Only what? Well, Wandering Monster and Freezing Trap both beat me. It's not lethal necessarily. It's not lethal necessarily. But if I hit face and it's a minion, there's a very good chance I'm just dead.
Aha!
Like, if I attack with my weapon right now, there's a very good chance he just kills me, right? Because if it's if it's a wandering monster, I might take like 3 damage and then maybe just go down to 4. But I do actually think that's my best odds of winning. Because then if it's not and I can win, right? I have a taunt up, so I reduce a little bit of damage output. So hopefully it's just not a 5 attack minion, right? That would be very bad. Okay, that's actually about the best case scenario. Do I play one of these or not? Unleash the Hounds would do 2, 3. Oh, I don't know. This gives this extra health, so I think it's worth it. If it didn't give it extra health, I don't think I'd play it. But giving it extra health might actually matter. Oh, God. This game is so tense. I'm just waiting for him to draw a kill command, right? All he needs is beast kill command to win, ever. But now, he can't actually attack face, so kill command alone, oh my god, are you serious? What does he need? Actually, nothing that I can think of there for 2 mana gets him lethal, right? I don't think anything gets him lethal. No secret helps him. Because he already had 2 from the hero power, so like double arcane shot's only 4. He can't attack. What's he gonna play here? A secret again. Okay, so this should never matter unless it's like exactly like a 4 health taunt or something. If it's snipe, we can test. That's no big deal. We can test a snipe. I don't necessarily win, guys. If it's a wandering monster taunt, if it's like Tar Creeper, I'm dead. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I gotta test snipe. Hold up, we gotta test the snipe, and then we're good. Okay. Rat trap doesn't matter or anything. Okay, cool. Woo! Oh my god. Oh my god. How did he never get there? He was so close to lethal the whole game. I really thought we were so far behind early. I felt like we had the worst, most awkward open ever. How on earth did we get there, guys? I cannot believe we won that game. I honestly cannot believe it. Oh my gosh, what a crazy game that was. What a crazy game that was. That's a good card. Oh, sorry, got stuff playing in the background. My apologies.
Garrosh versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. Victory or death.
All right. I like that. That's a good early card. Woo! Soul Thrace, guys. That Soul Thrace top deck to clear his Spellstone. Insane, right? What a crazy play. What a totally crazy play. I can't actually believe that happened. Cannot believe that happened. Blue Skies, thanks, man. I love you too. Well, you didn't say you love me. You said you love my videos. Well, I can't say I love your videos because I haven't seen your videos. But I love you. I love you personally. Oh, man. Guys, the flaw in our plan has already been exposed. Oh, no. Guys, the flaw in our plan. How's your day going? Pretty good, Zombie Slayer, man. Pretty busy, honestly. I thought I was going to be caught up faster than I was. But I still have like a lot of stuff hanging around, kind of left over from all the recent events I've been dealing with. So it's taken me a while to get caught up at work and like get my YouTube stuff content flowing like I want. I've kind of been cutting corners on YouTube, like getting out highlight videos instead of like deck videos and stuff. So I'm just trying to get there on that stuff. It's not the end of the world or anything. We're doing all right. Just not quite there yet.
I enjoy
Whoa!
reading.
Whoa! Whoa, Lieutenant Eddie! Oh my god, man, I actually was checking the Hearthstone, the streams earlier, and I saw you on there, just creeping up on us on the viewer count, dude. Good to see you. How's it going, my man? Hello, Lieutenant Eddie viewers. I hope you guys are having a good night. What was Lieutenant Eddie playing, guys? I'm curious. I need to know. What was he playing? Yeah, let's do this. He didn't feel like I don't feel like he had a good commitment on this previously, right? Like a way to kill this. So let's put that sucker up to 5. Maybe no, like Hellfire's obviously okay, but we'll see. He was playing Thick Patches. Ooh, we're playing. Wait, what does Thick Patches mean? Who's Thick Patches? What deck do you get out of? What card do you get out of your deck? Oh, he was playing Pirate Rogue. Oh, that's Thick Patches. I see. Hook Tusk is the Thick Patches. It's funny, we're playing Pirates too. What are the odds of that? That's actually kind of crazy. That moment when you realize this guy's toast is just this guy's toast. We've talked about that on this channel at least 100 times, Max. How have you not heard that yet on this channel right here, man? We talk about that all the time. We went through it like twice this week, I feel like. Can we get some hype in chat for my brother Regis, the man, the myth, the legend, my man Disarm Chan Man V. He schooled him on Level Up not being an odd card. His reaction was priceless. I don't miss a thing, Regis. I didn't really get to notice his reaction, I gotta say. I'm curious. What was his reaction like? I'm very curious. I didn't really get to see it. Oh, this is a play, guys. This is how Hearthstone is meant to be played right here. Soul Thraze is doing freaking work. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Soul Thraze is doing work. Oh, yes. We don't even give him a... He doesn't even have Lord Godfrey, man. Doesn't even have Lord Godfrey. Yes. What happened to the mime? Hans Rubin? That looked a bit like a raise the roof. I meant to be like inside of a box, you know. Does he actually have a defile? What an absolute madman. Hart, you're a mad lad, dude. I'm not even mad. You're a mad lad, man. A mad lad. All right. He did it. He beat us. Got it. I gotta clear this, right? I know I'm out of charges, so it doesn't look inherently good, but I gotta make space for my boys here. I gotta make space for... Oh, I can still attack again. It's not connected to Soul Thraze. Did you guys know that? It makes sense because of the Gonk operation. That's great. I didn't know that. That's awesome. So how does this game work? Never played or watched. It's a card battle game. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but just in case, I'll answer legitimately. So, we all have cards in our deck. Those cards turn into units on the battlefield, and those units hit each other.
How would you nerf Hunter?
And we're each a commander of the units, and we want those, we want to deal damage to the other commanders so that he dies before we do. We have 10 health remaining out of 30 total to start with. He also had 30. We've also pushed him down to like 15 or something. But we're actually a bit ahead right now, despite having less health. Might sound like we're behind, but we're okay. Do we have any sort of lethal here with Soul Thraze, maybe? I think we do, right? I don't know, I didn't count yet, but it seems like we should have plenty. Oh, I don't have mana. Oh, crap. I didn't count my mana. We're only at 9. That's not good. Well, we did put him to 4, though, with a Mortal Strike in hand and a giant board. So, honestly, we should be okay. We're also at 10 health, so we should be fine. Was there a lethal there, guys? There might have actually been with my overkill. I think I missed lethal, maybe. No, maybe not. We only could have put him to 2. I would have had to attack in a 2/2 to get an extra Soul Thraze attack, which means I would have lost 2 to gain 4, which only would have been a net gain of 2. Still would have been a good play, I think, because it would have denied him from life tapping. But I don't think we actually missed lethal, did we? I don't think so. Did you get my Streamlabs? Oh, yes. Sorry, Fonzman. Sorry, dude. I was finishing off that game. Yes. How would I nerf Hunter? First off, thank you for the $5, Fonzman. That's a crazy dono, dude. Much appreciated. Oh, thanks to Lieutenant Eddie, too. I don't know if I actually said it, but thanks, Eddie, man, for the raid, of course, as you know. Love you, dude. And guys, Lieutenant Eddie's a really cool streamer, too. You should check him out if you haven't. I don't just say that because he rated us, but I actually knew of him before I knew that he knew who I was. He's really an Overwatch guy first and foremost, I think, but has seemingly become more of a Hearthstone guy, which I love. And anyway, Fonzman, sorry for all that distraction. How would I nerf Hunter? Rexar is really the kind of linchpin, I feel like, that gives Hunter a lot of wins it shouldn't otherwise get. And I think that's probably got to come down to it at some point. You got to do something to Rexar, but I don't know how you nerf him. Make him 10 mana. Like, that helps in some cases, but honestly, he's still good in a lot of scenarios there, because that infinite value doesn't really hurt much to play 10 mana on, because it's like the future turns. Maybe you could make his hero power cost more, but that seems a little non-intuitive to me. I love this card so much. And yes, guys, our deck is rocking right now. Our deck is absolutely undefeated, 2-0 All the way to legend with the aggro pirate warrior. Does life get any better than that, eh? Yeah, I actually think heroic strike here makes a lot of sense. Just to deny any value there. We get a lot of damage out of the wretched tiller over multiple turns. Like, does he actually have to spirit lash this one minion, you know? The next question is, what do I play though? Fledgling or frothing? I think fledgling's a little better to get out early, just because it can snowball harder. I think there's a good chance it's gonna die though. This did 6 damage. That is unreal for a 1-drop. Great 1-drop, man. Soulthraze though, MVP so far. Soulthraze MVP. Oh, he was like, oh yeah, valid point. Well, hey, I hope I didn't sound like rude about it, because I have absolutely been on the other side of that a million times.
Aha!
Where I make that same sort of mistake, right? Like, I totally get it. It's a very easy mistake to make. Well, I mean, I don't know. It is. In the moment it is, because for people who haven't, like, streamed before or haven't done, like, a show before, like, if that was, like, a hosted show, you know, like, it was a prep show. We had a, you know, when it's organized and when it's, like, official and all that stuff. For anybody who hasn't done that before, coin Holy Smite? Yeah, wow. It's very easy to, like, get caught up in thinking about stuff instead of, like, you kind of get in your head a little bit, like, you're always thinking about, like, what do you say next, you know, and sometimes you focus on one thing and you lose track of the bigger picture. It's hard. Streaming is more relaxed. I don't feel like it's as big of a thing when streaming, for me at least. Like, I don't feel like I worry about it as much, but it can totally be a thing. All right, so we're definitely losing this game, but we're gonna try to get by on this damage here. Let's hope this is somehow enough. Soulthraze is not likely to make an impact because there's just not going to be enough to kill. That Spirit Lash into Holy Smite was a sick... That kind of lost us the game, I think. He might even Psychic Scream this. And honestly, I think it'd be a great play. What's my best draw? Like Captain Greenskin, probably. I have some really bad draws, too, though. Mortal Strike being chief among them. That's a terrible draw. I like Soulthraze's positive interaction with Mortal Strike. I just coughed up a... part of my lung or something, a hair. I don't know what. This deck looks fun. It's actually been pretty fun so far. Now that I don't feel like Pirate Warrior has the same sort of stigma that it used to have. So yeah, it does seem a bit more fun. I'll admit. Oh, the big heals, man. Oh my god, what a terrible draw. What a completely useless, terrible draw. What? Like, the 2 turns I need pressure and damage, I just whiff like this. I mean, I love that I could eventually burst him for 12, but I gotta do 8 more, or actually probably now he's gonna heal for 4 again, right? So I probably gotta heal for even more.
Aha!
There might have been a world where it was right to Mortal Strike the Velen. Oh my god, he's gonna heal for 8? Well, I'm obviously dead. Soulthraze, huh? Okay. So he heals to full. I should have hit the thing, but we're just losing. There's no... We're kind of conceding here. Intoxicated Hyena, how's it going, man? No Spellstones? I thought about it, but I think it's too slow. Oh my god. He now heals for 16 now. Oh, or just burst me for 40. Oh my god. Talk about the best opener imaginable for us, man. That dude balled out. I'm not even mad. That was incredible. It's incredible. At least you can't draw any more Mortal Strike, says Warshak. Yes, dude. How did the raid go, by the way? Oh, I think you tweeted. That the raid went well, right? I think I heard that or saw that somewhere. I'm glad it did. Yeah, you left a really nice message, if I'm not mistaken. That was you, right, Warshak? I think it was. If not, if I'm making you feel bad, it's not by design. It's not like some subtle thing where you didn't tweet and I'm like calling you out or anything like that. I think that was you. Right? I can't remember, man. I see tweets. There it is. Yes, beautiful. I didn't even heart it. What's wrong with me? I think I was distracted by something. Beautiful tweet from the Warshak. Yeah, it was such a sick stream. Greatly appreciated. Nice, dude. I'm glad. I feel like so many people I've like had so many YouTube comments and like I don't know, even Twitch comments where people say like, "Oh yeah, I love Regis and I love Warshak." Like and Dexter too. Like I think a lot of people tend to sort of lump us together as those sort of up and coming YouTubers or whatever. But you know, I'll be honest, I don't think we all have a bit of a different vibe in a lot of ways, you know? Like I think we're all very distinct personalities. So it is a bit surprising to me that people like kind of all three. Shawn Mystical says, I would be surprised if you get invited back to, I think you're talking about Value Town. Not that you were not nice, but your personality dominated his. You just have a more overpowering presence. You're probably right about the presence part of things. I don't know that that's bad. I felt like it went pretty well, though. We had a good time. Like, I felt like it was interesting, and I certainly enjoyed myself. It's I will say, like, when I had watched some of the past VODs and stuff, this might totally backfire, like we saw previously. But thankfully now the frothing, if it does get explosive trapped, at least will oh, maybe we're looking at freezing. I definitely still want a freezing if it is freezing. That's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Because I want the frothing to be around. I want it to be able to attack, right? The 3-man Coco team, yeah. Oh, that's a good roll for him. Man, that's sad. Hopefully Vicious Fledgling can stick, though. I think it's still better to play Fledgling off curve than the Finn on curve, right?
Aha!
Yeah, the Finn's gonna be... I'd like to have the Finn on board for Sultrace, but it just doesn't seem likely. Flanking Strike is the perfect answer here, though. So if he Flanking Strikes, we've got some problems. No Flanking Strike. Wonder if that's Wandering or another Freezing Trap. Is this dude really gonna slam another Freezing Trap on us? I hope not. Ah, Wandering's fine. As long as it's not a taunt! Okay, cool. That's no biggie. We can deal with that. I mean, it's good, but... Oh, yeah. Hello, sir. That's rare. I don't ever expect to get it, so... Well, I mean, that means it's dead, unfortunately, but... That's okay. Ugh. Alright, let's just see. This isn't that great, honestly, because he's gonna kill the Fledgling, of course. If only we could have Fire War Axed as well. Maybe I should have... Well, it wouldn't have mattered. This would have had 4 health, so... You have Axe, right? No, we can't attack. We attacked first with the 1 attack weapon to activate this thing, right? So... Oh, God. Sultrace again. Can you believe this? Oh, he's not gonna kill the Fledgling? I am absolutely flabbergasted. I do not understand that play. What is going on with the world right now? Why would you do that? Why on earth wouldn't you kill this? I don't understand. Can someone please, some sane soul out there, can you please explain that to me? What just happened? By the way, Sultrace is ridiculous, guys. I don't care what anybody says. This is the best card in the game. I absolutely just cannot fathom that. I don't know what happened. I don't understand. It's called a misplay? Maybe so. Maybe so. I don't know. Man, I don't know what's going on. Why would you not kill the Fledgling? Oh, maybe that's why. Still, though, he gave me 6 additional damage, though. By accident, kind of. Oh, that's a good roll. That's a pain for me, honestly. It doesn't matter, though. We're just going to Cork on it. Just to get the 3 damage face right now is really valuable. Because Mortal Strike's putting me very, very close to the win, right? I don't actually have it yet, though. We only have 9 if I go down to 12 even. So I still need to get some additional chip damage through. I gotta do something over the top. Yes! Hit me in the face, you fool! Yes! Thank you. Thank you. So this is only 9, unfortunately. We're 1 off lethal. But I think this is our best play for sure. Get a nice little board. We have the Mortal Strike still set up for next turn, so I only need 1 of these to get through. Just 1 minion here. And I can buff them with South Sea Captain even, so... There was a debate, you know, like not armoring up and South Sea Captaining instead, but I was a little bit worried about being dead, you know? He has 5 showing, like 1 kill command would have been lethal if I hadn't armored up. Oh, if he attacks us with a weapon, we're fine. That's okay. Cool. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We could Salt Raise again for 4, but instead I think we'll kill him.
Aha!
Woo! Exact lethal, man. You miss 1 point of damage, you're out of here. Get out of here. Man. That weapon did work. First time I've seen it played. Yeah, it's actually been great twice now to kill turn 5 spellstones. That seems to be its greatest utility. It's like, oh, you spellstone? Okay, I'm going to put myself in mortal strike range and kill you simultaneously. How you liking Nerfstone? It's been fun, man. I was liking pre-Nerfstone. I was liking pre-Rosticon's Rumble. I was liking a lot of different, stuff, so... I'm pretty happy. What happened with the artifact update today, guys? I haven't had a chance to read it. I think it got announced right now when I was streaming. Very curious. I mean, obviously, I'd love to upgrade that Soul Trays, but that's so far along. We got to try to play for now. Did Artifact get a cool update that's actually going to make it an awesome game? I hope. I hope so. They actually nerfed some cards. Wow, they pretty much said at the beginning they were never going to nerf cards. I love it, man. Way to go. Artifact shifting gears. Good move, I think. Oh, Quest Rogue. Okay. Interesting. Well, unfortunately, we have sort of a garbage start for it. I mean, Wretched Tiller. Now you're seeing the weakness of the 1 health minion, right? Where's the Firefly when you need it, huh? Huh? Where's the Firefly, man? Ugh. Gross, dude. This could be a problem. Like, freezes are bad. Like, we are a fast deck, but we're a deck that's not super wide board oriented, so if he can get, like, 1 freeze on my face, you know, we might just be done. Like, it may not work at all. And Soul Raise, unfortunately, does not line up especially well against, does not line up especially well against 4 health stuff. Does not get the overkill action. Is it ever right to coin the frothing? Why do we want to do that if we do
I have
it?
a fever and the only prescription is more bits hashtag charity.
I guess it's fine. Who is that? Hey, Pyro, dude, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Thank you for the 100 bits, of course. You know what, dude? You know what the best thing, the best answer to any fever is? It's something cool. Like Regis. Anyone who ever says that is definitely not cool. I'm sure of that. They are definitely not cool at all. So, I guess I'm not cool, guys. What do you know? I'm not going to be playing Soul Rays until turn 6 if I play it at all. So I think I do actually have a turn to wait on this weapon. And that might matter if I wait and, like, if I want to drop, say, like a turn 5 Bloodsail Raider, for instance, that gets a little buff. Or if I find an upgrade on turn... Because, like, if I attack now and I attack on turn 4, then I miss a turn where this weapon could be relevant. I think I'm going to wait on it a little bit because I'm not planning to play a Fire War Axe because I already have a turn 4 play. They might regret it a little bit if we decide that we want a Fire War Axe. Alright, we'll just lose our 3-3 here. We'll just eat the 3-3, right? We could use our face and go here to keep a minion alive. Let's think about that. We spend 5 damage to kill a 3 health guy. I actually do like taking the face damage because of Mortal Strike. I might actually go ahead, but then I don't have another good play is the problem. I'm off curve, so never mind. I think this is better. If we weren't off curve, for sure I would do it, but I think losing that 2 mana is pretty important as well. And it's not like we're not making an aggressive play. We're still hitting face really, really hard. So if I draw Fireworks next turn, I might, like I said, might regret the weapon line that I took. But if not, we have something cool to do with like Heroic Strike plus a 3-drop maybe. I would love to hit like a Vicious Fledgling right now, for instance. Rep Mimic Pawn. As long as he doesn't hit Glacial Shards, I feel okay. I mean, he's gonna get quest done at some point, but whatever. How much damage do we actually just have right now? Right, we have 8 plus 5 is 13. He's pretty much almost dead. He's very close to dead. He's looking for Glacial Shards, I'm sure. Oh my god, dude. That double Shadow Step off Mimic Pod is insane. That is really, really, really good.
Drink with me, friend.
Okay, so he's not done yet. 3-drop, please. Frothing again would be great. Oh, Wax Elemental. Get out of here. Hey, there's that Blood Cell Raider I was talking about, guys. We called this, huh? Gosh, that's annoying, though. I'm going to lose a lot of damage output here. And there's honestly a pretty good chance he completes the quest as well, right? Can he also play the quest? Maybe, if he has the other prep. I'm playing this. I know it just dies to his weapon, but it was free to play as far as mana was concerned, and I'm not expecting it to ever really get an attack through anyway moving forward. So just getting it on the board, maybe that 1 damage matters, right? Maybe that's all that the difference makes. Maybe it upgrades the frothing because he has to weapon it. Like, don't have prep. Don't have prep. Actually, even if he preps, though, like, what else can he really do for 2 mana? The 4/4 will trade into the frothing, which is important, actually. Oh, he's... Oh, Fan of Knives. Oh, interesting. Oh. Okay. So I can attack Soul Thraze, hit him for 8 right now. But the problem is if he has more taunts, I'm just wrecked. Oh, actually, is this ever lethal this way, though? Hold up. No, because it's only 8 as well. I'm not low enough yet. So Soul Thraze seems like the best play. I guess I clear his board too. I do technically maybe lose a little bit of damage that way, but over the next 2 turns, right? Because I'm losing an attack. But I should be able to win next turn, I hope. He shouldn't. Well, he does have healing maybe with Vicious Scalehide, so we'll see if he has the healing or not. Those are his only taunts. Do they not run? I guess they probably don't run the Annoyo dude anymore, do they? Probably not. You're a gentleman and a scholar, sir. Thank you, Shamanistical dude. You too. Anybody who writes so eloquently when memeing has to be a gentleman and a scholar. Are we seriously almost to 500 viewers again tonight, guys? What is going on in the world? How do we get to 441 viewers right now? This is insane. We got close to 500 actually, we broke 500 last night, right? I think we did. That Fan of Knives was honestly pretty good to clear into the frothing. Freezing dude, okay. Pretty good, actually. Stone Tusk Boar. And has he not played the quest yet? No, he has not. Okay. He's just barely trying to stay alive here. So I don't have it still. There's the quest, okay. But wait, I have enough. He can't. He's gonna have to take some damage here. So Mortal Strike will just seal the deal. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Should we BM at all? Let's see what he does. No, we're not gonna BM too much. Not too much. Well, the world outside is scary right now, and following your stream is very fun. Yeah, that's the goal, man. I want it to be a place of escapism where we can just have fun and chill and play games and stuff. You know, I don't want us to have to constantly think about annoying stuff and have bad times. This deck, guys, this deck is real. We're 4-1 with this deck right now, guys. This deck is legit. I don't even think it's close to optimized either. We've got Wretched Tiller in the deck, for God's sake. Like, there's no way that's actually the right card. There is no way that's actually the right card. That's the power of being consistently reliable. I know not having to think whether or not you're going to be on is me just knowing to auto put you on. Cool, I'm glad Pinkerton, man. I'm not as consistent in the mornings, unfortunately, this week. I've had a lot of catching up to do. And last night, you guys remember my mini freak out right as the stream ended? I was like, oh my god, I haven't done Christmas gifts yet. I stayed up late last night, like, finding Christmas stuff to do and, like, Christmas plans and all kinds of stuff. So, I was, like, freaking out. I was freaking out. Man, if we drew like a Fire War Axe, this would be insane, but I need to wait on these. A 2/4 is pretty good still. Face Warriors meta. It's great, man. It's good. I saw a list that ran like these sorts of cards recently,
In
but
reference to your response earlier,
I didn't really give it any,
you
you know.
looking quite cool with that icy blue shirt, my man. Hashtag charity.
Well, I will admit though, this shirt's a little bit too like North Carolina blue for me. A little bit too Tar Heel blue. I'm more of a Kentucky guy as far as the fandom is concerned. So, and actually Kentucky plays North Carolina this week, I think. So I'm feeling a little bit guilty almost, to tell you the truth. Feeling a little bit guilty. All right, man. This is not a bad opener, but we're going to run out of gas real quick. We had the same problem with Priests previously, where they just, like, answered this board with Spirit Lash Holy Smite. Oh, my God. Don't do it again. Oh, double Holy Smite's not as bad, at least. Thank God for that. I was like, don't you do it again, you monster. Don't you do it again. Guys, Wretched Tiller now twice against Priest has done 6 damage for a 1-drop. I think that's pretty solid. I think that's pretty solid. But thank you, Pyro, for the 100 bits as always, dude. You are the bit god. You are the bit monster lately. Yeah, lately you have been the bit god, man. You've been like the go-to bit guy lately. There's always one. Zilliax incoming. Oh, Grizzly. Ugh. That is an issue, man. That is not fun to hit through at all. I mean, thank God we can actually kill it. I bet this guy's like, why did I kill the Vicious Fledgling? I should have killed the Wretched Tiller. It's done 9 damage. Oh my God, it's done 9 damage. Oh no. That is not good news. Oh crap. That's probably game. It did 11 damage, guys, the Wretched Tiller, but that's game. The only way I ever win is if I draw another Mortal Strike and he doesn't heal. I had to attack there, even though I know he's gonna like heal it off or whatever. It doesn't matter, because if I don't, he just attacks into it, and then we don't get that 2 damage, right? Oh my God, the draws are unreal, man. The draws are unreal, man. I need like Soul Thre's stat, dude. Stat. How did he have the Grizzlies? We're dead soon. We're just gonna die to like a buff soon. Maybe he gives me like a crazy emergency Mortal Strike somehow. If he goes to 13 though, I don't get it. So that's the game, probably. He had to not heal for this to happen. If we can get a heroic strike plus Soul Threes though, guys, we'll go to 8. Well, it won't even work against the Grizzly. Well, it would, because we could Mortal Strike it first. And then 8, 8, 8 to face. That's about my only out. I sort of desperately have to get Soul Threes right now, because I'm going to die soon if I don't. Soul Threes! Alright, I'm actually going to hit this down for the crazy Soul Threes play, because I think that's the only thing left.
For a bit. Evenings are harder for me to tune in. You streaming in the morning?
Yes, Spyro. I 100% will be tomorrow, man. I was 100. I know it's like 99% today, but I stayed up too late doing stupid, not stupid, but doing Christmas stuff. I got caught up in trying to get everything ready for Christmas, and I didn't go to bed till like 4 a.m. So I just was not able to stream. Like, I didn't have enough time. I had to make time for the Christmas stuff because I had to order things fast enough to get here on time, and already I had trouble doing that. Oh. Cool, well that solved that problem. That solved that problem. Why is armor more valuable than health? Armor is more valuable than health for most warrior decks because, well, it's more valuable universally because of cards like Alexstrasza that directly impact your health but not your armor. So, like putting yourself down to 1 health is really good against Alexstrasza because she either heals you for 14 or your opponent heals you for 14 if they're trying to use it aggressively. So if you have that armor instead of that health, that's really good, because otherwise Alexstrasza impacts your health, right? So 1 armor and 30 health is way better than 30 health and 1 armor against Alexstrasza. But then, of course, Warrior has even more benefits because they have cards like Shield Slam, Reckless Flurry, where having armor is really beneficial. So trying to put yourself in a spot where you have armor can go a long way. Now, Reckless Flurry does change that a little bit. Sometimes you don't actually want too much armor with Reckless Flurry because you don't want to waste it all on a big overkilled board clear, so you can actually manipulate your health a little differently or your armor a little differently in Reckless Warrior or Reckless Flurry to some advantage. So that's something to keep in mind. But typically, 99.9% of the time, armor is universally better than health. There's never been a card that changed that. The Dove dropped a Twitch Prime sub. Thank you, the Dove, dude. Welcome, man. That's amazing. Appreciate that. Is that less true for Druid than Warrior because of the synergy? It's less true, But still true because of Alex Raza, like I said. It's just, Alex Raza makes it sort of universally true. Oh my god. Why is there so much priest? Is this the same guy? I can't beat priests, guys. I can't do it. I can't beat the priests. This is the worst matchup for me. I need to start attacking with this. I'm gonna lose it. Night, Pyroman. See you, dude. Do you have a Battlecry Rogue on the horizon? I already made one a long time ago, man. It's on YouTube. It's really fun. It was actually pretty good too. It's just called like Battlecry Shark Rogue or something. Let me see if I can find a link for you. I think it's on YouTube at least. Where's that? Pretty sure it's here. Four attack minute against priest. It's the dream. It's the dream. Where is my Battlecry Rogue on YouTube? I'm pretty sure it's on there, right? Surely I put it on there. It's a great deck. Why wouldn't I put it on YouTube? Did I forget? Can anybody find it? Where is the Rogue deck? What's the thumbnail? I'm having trouble remembering what the thumbnail is. That's sort of making me think like I forgot to include it on YouTube. I'm freaking out right now, guys. Freaking out right now, guys. Rumble Run is before that. Talanji Thief Priest, Tiger Quest Paladin, Hyreek Zoo. Oh, Pirate Tempo Rogue. There. No, that's not it, right? That's a different deck. I don't think I put my Battlecry Rogue on YouTube. Why didn't I put the Battlecry Rogue on YouTube? The Shark Battlecry Rogue. It's not on there. I don't know what's going on. Oh, wow. Nice. Okay. Oh my god. Health shouldn't really matter much against priests, right? Pretty sure this always gets psychic screamed. But I'm just gonna take the damage while I get it, right? Like, none of these are particularly bad to get added back to my hand. This always gets psychic scream though. Maybe it gets mass hysteria again. But the divine shield's great against that, so that's no problem at all. Oh, that's a weak play. That's super dead.
Not quite what was planned.
Do you have a holy smite to stay alive here, maybe? Oh, even that's not enough. Yeah. Cool. Well, I was complaining about priest, but we got there anyway. Yeah. Okay. All right. I thought the priests were going to be our downfall, guys, but they're not. We're now 5-2. 5-2. Good start for this deck, man. We're playing this crap to legend right now. I'm like the warrior master lately. I only make good warrior decks for some reason. I don't know. I was reading through the artifact stuff and forgot I was doing it. Skill rating added to artifact. Skill rating is specific to a particular time period and game mode and ranges from 1 to 75. Why not just make it 100? My god. There's got to be logic, but I don't know why. Once you've earned a rating, it will not decrease. For every matchmaking game outside of the Call to Arms featured event contributes to skill rating adjustments. Added account levels and unlocks. That's good. They really needed progression. Really needed progression in Artifact. But 1 to 75. What a weird system that sounds like. So once you get to 75, you're just done? Like you don't have anywhere to go? I don't know if I like the sound of that or not. With coin, I kind of like keeping 2 3s. This one's maybe debatable. I'd rather have Wretched Tiller, to be honest. But it'll be okay. It's still fast. What's your record so far with Armor Warrior? I don't know. We were at like 75%. I think we've lost a couple since then, so probably like 72% or so. Somewhere around there, I would guess. I don't know exactly, though. I don't know exactly. 1 and 2 versus Priest? Maybe so, actually. Yeah, our only losses were to Priest. Yeah, and that was... I thought that one was trending that way, too, but he just couldn't answer the Fledgling somehow. Which I think we're going to try again, by the way. Let's do this. There's a good chance this just doesn't die. I say good chance, but there's a chance. There's a slim chance, maybe it would be more appropriate. There is a small hope that this doesn't die. Oh, instead it's super dead. Wow. Extra arms coming in big. At least we have a good follow-up. I like this better than the frothing, of course, because this kills the guy. That's an important guy to kill. Do we actually wait on this weapon because Greenskin's so sick? I think we might, man. I have a decent turn 4 play anyway. I would be pretty sad to draw like Soul 3s or Fire War Axe here. Whoa! Johnny, you madman! What is going on, dude? I know I technically lose a point of damage there, but I don't think we're going to be playing this for 5 more turns, right? I need to get the damage moving. Johnny, I love you, dude. I think that helped us a lot, guys, honestly. That seems to have increased our odds greatly. Seance into double Radiant to get a 5/5 out here. Oh my god, I love it so much, man. I can't even contain my excitement. Look at this baller, dude. Look at this guy. Oh my god, look at this guy. Oh, this guy is a baller, dude. This guy is an absolute madman. Do I have to trade a little bit here just because I'm scared of what his cards are going to do? God, I think I'm going to trade a little bit, guys. If the frothing wasn't silenced, I don't know that I would trade, but so I might be able to just clear 1 and do a ton of damage. But since he's kind of light on stuff, I don't know. Maybe this is still not right. Oh, maybe it's bad. Oh, no. No, that's really not that bad, though. That's really not so bad. Tiller might actually be a good draw here. I think I'm gonna have to clear a little bit anyway, so. Yeah, some people are gonna call this a misplay, but you'll figure it out eventually. That sounded mean. That sounded really mean. Okay. You'll figure it out. You'll get there. Don't worry. Look at the view count. Yeah, it's insanely high. It's insanely high. I think Regis is... No, I mocked some people. Not everybody. I said some people will think this is a misplay. I said some people will. Not all peoples. Just some peoples. All right. I think we have to just trust that this is going to work. I think we just got to assume Leroy's going to stick here. I don't have the luxury to wait anymore. Right? We got to kill him. It's time to go. Theoretically, all 3 of these run in, right, into the taunt. If we hadn't gotten a taunt, maybe the play looked a little different, right? But with the taunt in particular, we just have to hope. If he Psychic Streams or whatever, that's a problem. Obviously, that's not good. But we just gotta go. Gotta go. I can't just not spell. Oh, boy. Any spells? Apparently not, or he wouldn't attack like that. Or maybe he still attacks like that. Nope, he's just dead. Cool. Another priest bites the dust. I thought the priests were going to be our downfall, but now we're actually 2-2 against priests. That's not so bad. I mean, that was a weird list, of course, but what's the site for custom card art that you use? I'll link it to you. I should have explained what I was mocking there. The reason we were taking more damage, in case you really don't know, which is fine, by the way, nothing to be ashamed of. The reason we were taking extra damage is to set up a potential Mortal Strike in the future. That looked like a deck that was going to have trouble getting me down to sub 12 health, because they just weren't probably playing a lot of stuff. They were out of cards. So I wanted to make sure I maximized as many chances as possible to take extra damage. Because that extra damage might be the point that gets me to sub 12. And then because of that, I get to hit harder with a Mortal Strike. And I didn't also think we were going to die at anything crazier. Like, I needed the health. It wasn't like 100 and we were 5 health or whatever. So just taking the guaranteed hit felt like it mattered more. I might have mulliganed this against Rogue. I don't know why I kept this. This is probably not good. I think this is wrong. We take more damage to show dominance. Yeah. I mean, I bet our opponent figured it out too, right? Does he actually coin a weapon here? And does that do anything to disrupt his deck? Like, he wants to play Quest, but he can always play Quest after. I don't know. We'll see. All rogues and priests. That's not what I was expecting to see. Would Ornery Turtle help for Mortal Strike? Maybe, but I don't think it's better than the 3 drops we have, right? I think the 3 drops we have are better. Ugh, awkward start, man. Really needed a good 2-drop there. Sharkfin Fan would have been amazing. He didn't use the coin or quest, so now I don't really know what we're seeing. Kind of Miracle or Battlecry Rogue or something. Patches would sure be nice. You're right about that, man. I'd love a Patches right now. No weapon for the green skin. This is an awkward start, guys. Probably my fault. I think we mulliganed incorrectly. I don't think we should have kept the deckhand. I mean, it did do 4 damage, so I don't hate it. That's pretty good for 1 mana. I'm okay with that, but it wasn't really the result we were looking for, right? Okay. Maybe I shouldn't even armor up in some of these matchups. It might be wrong to armor up sometimes. Something to think about. I never considered the interaction with Heroic Strike and Soul Raise. I think we talked about it like when the card was revealed, but I didn't think about it since. You could double Heroic Strike and Soul Raise and like clear your opponent's board of giant stuff, right? And then still hit them for like 12 damage. That's a pretty sick combo, honestly. That's pretty sick. I guess Heroic Strike for all things fine. I don't love it, obviously. I don't like that going face, but we're kind of hurting for plays right now. Regis, I've made a custom card. Here it is. Oh, yeah, I was going to link the artwork. Shoot, I forgot. Did I do that? I don't think I did that. Here's the site I used for the old Blizzard artwork that's good for custom cards, guys. Right there. It's in chat. Do you drink sugary sodas for steam and energy? I don't drink sugary sodas at all. I only drink diet sodas. These don't have sugar in them. They have artificial sweetener. No sugars. But I just drink them because I like the taste more than water. Obviously, water would always be better for you. Water's always the best thing to drink, but I need stimulation. Weapon, please. Soul Trace, please. Mortal Strike. Ugh. I really need a weapon, man. We have 6. Should have drawn one by now. No, we just got to play the board, though. We can't. That heal for 6 off Ziliax is a really, really big deal, by the way. It's a major problem. I have to draw Soul Raise soon or I lose. I mean, maybe I can get by with like a Fledgling again, but we're at the point in the game where we need that heavy hitting stuff. Like, we need big things right now. Hopefully you can't clear these. If we can get 7 out of these, I'm going to be really excited. Oh, we can. Okay. Soul Raise is not quite as good against the Hinch Clan package here. Oh, upgrade is just utter garbage. It's just complete and utter garbage. Am I actually better off waiting on it and just trying to get like a crazy Soul Raise play later? It does 3 damage. This is 7. They're both going to die next turn. Puts them to 13, 10. I mean, 2 Mortal Strikes is another out. But I just don't feel like playing the upgrade right now makes any impact at all. I think we're just going to hold it. Even on like a Fire War Axe, it goes a lot farther, right? Oh, God. The Quick Spider changes the clock so much. Although, oh, no, I have 9 mana. So if I draw a double Mortal Strike right now, and he puts me sub 12, I still could kill him with upgrade. Which is nice. Alright, he did trade at least. Still a good sign. Oh, no. A lifesteal weapon, too? Oh, God. I don't think we're getting there, guys. I really have to hit Soul Raise right now. There's no other draw. Oh my God. Alright. Yes, sir. We just clear, right? Yeah, we always clear here. Because it puts me low and it does a ton of damage. I don't know if this was right or not. I signaled Mortal Strike, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, God, you monster! You monster! God, what a monster, dude. If I go to 17, he hits me for 5. That still takes me to 12. But if he hits me for 2, it doesn't. I don't know. Not armoring is like this crazy game. I probably should have armored that turn. Because I need... Oh, is he going to overdraw? I feel like his hand was already full, man. That's not... Oh, it was. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, man. That seemed like a very... Oh. How much damage did he have? 9, 11. So, he didn't have it yet. Alright, he's going to put me sub... Is he going to wait? He puts me at 13. Smart player. Nope, he puts me down. Mortal Strike for the... Oh, my God. Oh my god. If he hadn't attacked me, guys, he'd be alive. If he hadn't attacked me, he'd be alive. But instead, I get exact lethal. People forget how to play around Mortal Strike, man. If I'd armored up either time, we would have lost the game. But because I chose not to armor twice in a row, what happens instead? We win the game. This deck, guys, this deck is legit. We're 7-2. This deck is gonna... We're flying to legend, man. We're flying to legend. That's playing the routes, guys. We had 2 draws that won us the game. Mortal Strike and Leroy. But both required me to be below 12 health to win, because that other Mortal Strike in hand. So, if we had armored up either time... I guess maybe, actually, he overhit me a little bit, so maybe that's not true. Actually, we still would have been at 12, I think. I think we still would have been at 12 based on his attack pattern. So maybe I lied. But it could have made a difference. Hey, Warrior v Warrior. Okay, this is where it's at. This is bad. Armor is a problem. Armor's a big problem. But double fledgling is kind of cool. I'm going to try it. Let's see. 2 and 3 fledglings could be enough. Could be enough. Ugh, I don't like Mortal Strikes yet. I don't think we're going to get there against Warrior. Is he a Baku? No Baku, though. Oh, that's awfully good against us, too, though. That alone is a big problem, isn't it? So coin fledgling into fledgling. That has to be what it is. The Thultrace one, yeah, the Thultrace was amazing. Thultrace into Leroy was like the sickest draws we had. Absolutely. The only real way we even win, I think, honestly. I think the only way we win. Alright, I know we could Fire War Axe that down, but this shouldn't be able to kill it anyway. I don't even know if it opens up any kills for him, honestly. It might. There might be some reason he can kill this now, but I doubt it. Usually it doesn't help. And that said, I think we're just going to play the other one too. It might be the same exact story, right? Ugh. Those are the worst. I honestly don't want it to have taunt. I mean, I guess taunt doesn't matter until later. I guess poisonous is theoretically the best, but it just doesn't feel very good. I really wanted +1/+1 more than anything. I'm at rank 4 and I just hit a warrior and my heart jumped for a moment. Oh, sorry, dude. Yeah, warrior's pretty rare, I'd say, right now. Oh, look at that. That's a clear. On that, at least. I mean. But the poisonous worked out for us. Not bad. So now, I think... Oh, fiery plus dread looks really good. Yeah, that's good. I was going to play the Korkron to stay on curve, but the fiery basically enables the same thing, right? Attack that first to make sure that I break his armor so no shield slam potential or reckless flurry potential is there. Is Divine Shield better than can't be targeted? Generally speaking, against Warrior, I think it is. Kind of denies shield slams the same. Allow me to rephrase. I was rude before. I've made a card and I'd like to know what you think. You weren't rude before. I just haven't looked at it yet. I did not in any way interpret any rudeness. I promise. Woo! Oh my god. That's scary. There it is. Stealth's not very good against, like, Dynamatics, right? I don't know. This dude run multiple Dynamatics? I don't know if I like this play now that I think about it more. I'm actually just gonna go face. I was gonna attack this, but then I saw he was at 11, and then I had 3 cards that all do direct damage, and I was like, no, actually, let's just go face. Clearly a Dynamatic number 2 would wreck us. It's really, really good. But I'm just sort of hoping that's not a thing, right? Ziliax is pretty good too, actually, but not maybe good enough. The fledgling will get to attack again. Oh my god, this is an insane draw. But it is a bit off curve. It is a bit off curve. But I still think it's right. Fledgling gets to hit for 6. Like, my curve anyway is just a hero power if I play Korkron. So yeah, because the Korkrons can be played from hand and always be good, I think this is better. Ziliax was good for him. I don't know, I'm a little surprised, honestly, that he didn't stack it. Oh my god, please +3 health or... Yeah, that's fine. It's not much, but it might be enough to keep it alive. We'll see. We'll see. So 2 Korkrons soon. I need more weapons. Soul Thrays would be amazing. He's probably got some kind of life gain in the deck still. And just his hero power alone is good, you know. Does he really not have a way to kill this? Oh, he does. The Korkron. Ah, man, that's a little sad. Frothing's a fantastic draw. Sure thing. We force have to go face. Like, yeah, I'm sure he'll find a way to kill this because of the Spirit of the Rhino or whatever, and he'll have some immune dudes. That's okay. We'll figure it out. So I need to draw Sulthray's again, always. Sulthray's is the best card in our deck by a mile, it seems like. It just seems insane. Doesn't Sulthray's just seem insane, guys? Oh, wait, is he gonna leave this up? Maybe he has a Whirlwind? Oh, Blood Razor. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. We will Korkron his face yet again. We might have lethal if we draw, like, Fiery. Sulthray's is probably a little better because we get to kill this thing in the meantime. Sulthray's has got to be the best card in the game, right? I mean, honestly, this deck is insane. This deck is totally insane. Oh, we did have lethal. Crap. Oh my god, I got excited by Sulthray's, guys. I'm sorry. We did. We just had 8. Sorry. We had 8, he's at 7, right? Oh, I got so excited by Sultray. You honestly can't even forgive me. You honestly can't even be mad. You can't even be mad. It's Sulthray's, guys. You can't even be mad. Relax. We're going to have it this time, too. How can you be mad about Sultry's? Come on. Come on. Don't even be mad. Don't even be mad. It's Sultry's. You can't be mad. You can't. We got lethal 8 ways to Sunday here. 8 ways to Sunday. We're going to play Sultry's every time we get it, no matter what, guys. Okay? That's the new rule. That's the new rule. All right? Easy. Easy Sultry's every time. What about the card that draws 2 weapons? It is half a sprint for 2 mana that tutors. You know, I don't hate that idea. What's it called? The weapons armory factory, something like that. What's it called? I'm a little hesitant to change the deck just because we're winning so hard, but it does seem like a decent fit. What's the name of the card? It's Forge of Souls. Forge. That's what I'm looking for. Forge. It is pretty good because Sulthray's is just so OP. There have been turns where we floated mana as well, but what would you cut for it, right? Like what? Maybe Wretched Tiller, but Wretched Tiller has straight up won a couple games. That one game Wretched Tiller did 11 damage. That's crazy. Blue plus green equals teal, so Reach is teal, but I like it, Max. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I do think Wretched Tiller is still one of the worst cards. Honestly, South Sea Deckhand has been fairly disappointing as well. South Sea Captain. I love South Sea Captain's interaction with Sharkfin Fan, though. Like, that's really cool. But you're not wrong that drawing Sultry's feels so good that Forge of Souls also feels good. By the way, guys, 80% win rate on this deck right now. 80% win rate on this deck right now. 80% win rate. 8-2. I'm supposed to be done. This is supposed to be the end of the stream, but here we are with 500 viewers again. I don't know. Oh my god, I gotta look at this custom card real quick. Fangs of the Devourer. Let's just keep the deck for now. I know that it seems like Forge of Souls is good, but honestly, 2 weapons is kind of overkill in a way. Like, we don't need 2 Sultry's most of the time. Anyway, Fangs of the Devourer, 7 mana, 5/2, custom weapon for Rogue. This weapon ignores armor. Death Rattle summon a 3/2 Soul of Akari. So 10 damage that ignores armor. Yeah, that's, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of it. Like, it's, you know, it's like penetrating the armor, but I wonder if that's not good enough, you know? In some cases it would be. For 7 mana is expensive, right? That's a pretty expensive play. All right, this is so bad against Candle Shot, right? But if I had an upgrade here, I'd be the happiest man in the world. But with South Sea Deckhand, I feel like it's just merely okay. Did you just see that visual glitch? Yeah, it does it a lot in the snow maps here. I don't know why the snow maps cause such a problem, but they seem to. Them there snow maps. Candle Shot incoming. 3, 2, 1. Greetings, dude. I sounded really aggressive with that. Happy Feast of Wintervale. You're such a great streamer. I'm glad you're getting more popular. Thanks, Addicted to Mints, man. That's nice. Any plans to revisit Disco Lock? Yeah, we've played it a ton, man. I'm never going to put Blood Queen Lanethel in it, though. I tell you what, I think she's terrible. I'll just come out and tell you that right now. I think she's garbage. I really don't like that card. I just don't think she ever makes sense. Like, I mean, she actually fits my style of discard warlock better than most, but I still think there are better options. Like, I'd rather have just like Siphon Souls and stuff at that slot, you know? What does he prioritize here? He's got 2 minions to kill. He hits the right one. He recognizes that the Tiller is his biggest threat. Good for him. It's a good read, man. I think we're going to lose this game, guys. We have not drawn a weapon at all. Fire War Axe would have been amazing to draw here at this stage, to have the buff here on the Shark Fin fan. But maybe if he doesn't have the flanking strike and the fledgling connects a little bit, we got a shot. Yeah, we might have a shot. The 5/5 scary, obviously, but this will live, it looks like. Unless he has a play dead, then we're totally screwed. Even now, I mean, clearly the race is on, and we're not winning the race. Soul Trays will help me kill the 3/3 eventually, but Mortal Strike is a terrible draw. He decides not to utilize the weapon there. Interesting. I'm actually thinking about Leroying, by the way. Just so you guys know. Because we don't have anything else to do, right? And the 1/1s, well, they don't really help the Soul Trays that much. I don't know. Let's see what this gets. This might change our plans a little bit. How much we can like invest in this guy and how much damage we can count on, right? Yeah, unfortunately, not much can be counted on here, huh? I guess I'll go for Death Rattle. It's gonna die. Poisonous doesn't really help much, probably because the 3/3 can run into it, best case. So just getting the 1/1s out seems like it could be impactful. I think we're just gonna Leroy. I think we gotta Leroy. The question is, do we trade this 2/2 in or not? Runs it in here, runs it in here, here. No, I don't think we do. I think we go face. Because Mortal Strike Soul Rays alone is a ton of damage output, right? A ton of damage. What's he got? Rexar? No, that's 5 mana. Oh, Coin Rexar is good, though. Oh my god, really? That's the one play that beats me. The one play that beats me. Wow, man. That is some garbage. Alright. We gotta figure this out now. It's got a lot harder. Does he not trade? Surely he trades some. Yeah, gotta trade a little bit. Wretched Tiller doesn't matter at all. Does this dude run weapon removal? I doubt it, right? I doubt it. So he does 6. That puts me down to 15. I just need to make sure he can't kill me next turn. I guess if he actually puts me to 12 this turn, I just win, right? Oh, he actually does run weapon removal. That's game. That's 100% game. Easy win. Easy win for him now. I can't get there. 15's way too big of a hill to climb. I actually need to armor up just to make sure I stay alive here. I'm going to play this just to stall out some turns. There's a chance I top deck another Mortal Strike here for lethal for 12. If he puts me to sub 12, that is. Leroy wouldn't get there. It's got to be exactly Mortal Strike, and he's got to put me to 12. Is he? Yeah, okay, Mortal Strike it is. Give me that win. He didn't respect the Mortal Strike again. Can we steal the win? It's a 1 out of 20. 1 out of 20. Oh my god, I saw that 4 mana and it's orange, and I was like, that's it. We did it, guys. We did it. But we didn't. I'm gonna whoops him. I don't actually want to steal the win. Hopefully he doesn't actually concede. I just want to teach him. I want to give him a lesson. Like, don't Mortal Strike. Don't Mortal Strike. I mean, don't put me in Mortal Strike range. Don't it won't work for you little kids. Why do they always have Rexar when they need it? I don't know. It's actually not usually the best card to mulligan for. Oh, I guess against Warrior it is. Actually, that's not true. He's thinking I'm a late game Warrior that Rexar is his ultimate counter, which is typically accurate. But it was also just the perfect play in that scenario. Maybe we should have respected it more. I don't know. I don't know that we really could, to be honest. I don't know that we had a line that respected it any more than we did. We were really restricted on our plays. We like had to go for the Leroy. What's cool is we still gave ourselves an out. Like, we still were close to winning that game. By the way, dudes, 1,152 subs right now. That's insane. We've actually gone up. We dropped a little bit because like some gifted subs fell off, but then we started going up again. That's unheard of at this point in an expansion cycle, guys. Thank you. Regis is still on. I am. I've been streaming late lately. The fiance is not around, so she's not coming back till next week. So I've just kind of been living it up with the late night streams with my boys and girls in chat. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Still above 50%, way above 50%. We're currently at 73% on the face warrior deck. I like it a lot. It's really good. Really good. Looks like Devil Broad cursed you that game. I don't know. There might have been a better way to mulligan or something. I don't remember how we mulliganed or what choices we made, but we did have a pretty awkward. Maybe that was the game we never had weapons. No, that was the game before that. I'm not sure. We could be your Twitch waifu, sure thing. Steel City Soldier, or maybe Stee City Soldier. Thanks to the Twitch Prime sub, dude. Once again, our 2-drop gets denied hard by Kobold Librarian. This is a problem. This keeps happening, man. This happened previously against Warlock as well. I think we still won the game, but it's just so disruptive. It really keeps me from getting going, you know? If this build ever got a cheap early game weapon, if we could pull N'Zoth's first mate out of wild format, this would be the best deck of the game, dude. This Salt Rays is insane. It's so much better than Arcanite Reaper. Because you can potentially clear the board far. It's more swingy, right? Like, it's a turn later, sure, but it's so swingy. So freaking swingy. Plus, it's a cool reference to World of Warcraft. This is the weapon from that one Zul'Farrak, right? Isn't this in Zul'Farrak, like the weapon you make in Zul'Farrak? Is it Zul'Farrak? Is that right? I think that's right. This is the weapon you make in Zul'Farrak, right? Yeah, I think so. Zul'Farrak's the name, right? I'm not making that up. Somebody tell me I'm right, please. It's exactly that. Okay, cool. Thank you. The desert kind of mid to late game dungeon in World of Warcraft vanilla, where you fight the big Gazrilla dude. You fight Gazrilla, right? It is Gazrilla. You summon Gazrilla to the pool and you climb the pyramid and stuff. Yeah, that's a really cool instance. I like that one a lot. That was a lot of fun. A very interactive feeling place. What about Woodcutter's Axe? I thought about it, but I decided to go for Fire War Axe for whatever reason. I don't really know why. To tell you the truth, I don't know why. We just kind of went for Fiery instead.
Aha!
Alright, I like Heroic Strike plus Shark Fin. Like, yeah, he can kill the Shark Fin, but even the 1/1's fine. I'll take it. If he's trading into the 1/1, or maybe Defile's really good, though. Oh, I gave him a good Defile. Maybe I should have. Well, trading would have helped. Didn't make a difference. Once again, we're just kind of out of stuff to do. When this deck rolls, though, it feels unbeatable, but there are certainly instances where it does not roll, right? There are instances, oh man, off the top, but that doesn't mean anything. I bet he has another. I bet we should play around the second one, too. Charge here with the Kor'kron is great. I want to draw Wretched Tiller as well, please. Wretched Tiller incoming in 3, 2, 1, and Bloodsail Raider instead. Okay. So let's see. Weapon would be pretty bad here because Void Lords basically instantly win the game, right? I can't beat Void Lord. So I would have to hit him for 8 next turn. He'd go down to 9. I would really have to hope he gets Doom Guards if he plays Skull. Yep. Okay. Cool. Cool. We can still try for Mortal Strikes, though, especially if it's Doom Guard, right? If he gets a Doom Guard, we feel pretty happy. Void Lord's a problem. Yep. There it is. There's the problem. Sharkfin Fan's a cool addition. Yeah, it is neat. I like it a lot with South Sea Captain, but I still do. I think people might be right that South Sea Captain's a bit of a weak card. It really doesn't feel great. Oh, great. Another Void Lord. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be awesome. I really am a Jinx, guys. We joke about it a lot, but I think it's real. I think I'm actually a Jinx. I think I'm a Jinx. I think it's a real thing. Maybe I need Spellbreakers, right? I don't have any Spellbreakers. Maybe this is actually the right deck for the Shield Breaker. Maybe this is the Shield Breaker deck. I just have so many cards I like. I don't want to cut anything. I mean, clearly 1-drops are going to be a weak spot for us. I don't know if we can ever fix that. Maybe we take out, like, maybe the Shark Fin fans are bad. They really haven't been good. I think we could lose the Shark Fin fan and South Sea Captain package, honestly. I feel like they've just been very weak. Maybe that's how we do it. This dude's actually darn near about to put me in the game again. Because of double Mortal Strike. He's at 10 health right now. I don't know if he's going to stay there or not, but currently he's at 10 health. I know I can clear all 3 of these, but I want to keep my weapon up just as sort of a intimidation factor. Like, I want him to have to think about it. Yes, Shield Breaker is the silent taunt card. That's right, the 2-mana one. And Acid Train, thanks for the 14 viewer host. That's awesome. Appreciate that. That's 2 hosts tonight. It's pretty rare for us to get hosted, honestly. You know, is he just gonna tap down to 6? I guess. Cool. He feels very confident in his. Oh my God! No way. He has to heal here. If he doesn't Spellstone here, I'm gonna lose my mind. There it is. Okay. All right. Like, yeah, he's gotta hit it here. Oh, that's put me to 12 though. So actually another. No way. I feel like I have to BM when I play this deck, but I don't know why. I don't know why I feel like I turn into a BMer when I play Pirate Warrior. It's like it's just built into your genes or something when you play Pirate Warrior. Easy game. Nah, he never had a shot. Unreal. He was so casual with his health. Oh my God, he was so casual with his health. How is he just so chill with his health? I don't understand. All right, guys, we may have to call it quits on this one. I'm getting a little tired. I saw the deck tracker turn dark before you drew and immediately started giggling. Nice. That's great. All right. I do think we can make this deck better, though. I think we cut the Pirate South Sea Captain package. Maybe even South Sea Deckhands. And then what did we decide to add? Oh, silences. I like the shield breakers because they're so cheap. And then, what else? Yeah, I think you're right, Mage. This deck is good because nobody plays around Mortal Strike. Like, if this were to become meta, it would get a lot worse. The fact that we're surprising people... First off, we're probably surprising them in the mulligan. Because they're probably mulliganing for late game cards, right? And then we're playing a hyper fast deck, so they don't have any tools. Aha. That really helps. So I don't know that this could ever become a prominent meta play, right? Like if we somehow popularize this build, then it would get worse because people learn how to beat it, right? They suddenly start mulliganing for 1-drops and stuff instead of like keeping. Like he might have kept Jaina or something. If the game gets to Jaina, we're losing anyway. Like we ain't gonna last that long. So I'm not worried about Jainas, right? All right, we have a good 2-3-4, honestly. But how good is Sulturaze, honestly? How good? It's been amazing. I feel like if we draw Sulturaze, we just win. Like, it's just 100% win rate or something. It's nuts. Very, very cool. Guys, we keep finding new warrior decks that win. I have made now 2 warrior decks that have like 75% win rates. Obviously, small sample size on this one. Clearly, one night of games is not enough to dictate like how good a deck is. I understand that. I know. But nonetheless, like it's a bit of a hint, right? It's a bit of a hint that maybe we've built something. It's certainly not terrible. We know it's not awful, or it would have lost a lot of games. So we're halfway home there in determining how good this might actually be. Halfway home. So he's gonna just trade ping here, I suspect. We'll follow up with a frothing. It's fine. We can coin into the Sulturaze if we want. I don't know if we're gonna get a lot of overkill value on Sulturaze, but man, how is this card not played more? Like, even just a normal warrior. I guess you take too much damage for it. I don't know. How many followers have we had today? 59 followers tonight, guys. That's crazy. That's very, very high. That's really cool. Thank you, everybody, for following. That's amazing. Also, 14 subs, 3,300 bits, and $5 donated. Thank you, everybody, for the contributions, as always. Very, very helpful for me. Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna get a great frothing buff potentially. Coin this out. Does that help me? It does actually help me. 'Cause it means the frothing has even more chance to survive here.
Boys, make some room
Okay.
by the hearth, won't ya?
Thankfully, I have 2 charges and not just 1, or I wouldn't be able to make this play. Because I wouldn't be able to have charge anymore, right? If I was missing a charge, I would have attacked. I would have had to attack first, and then it would have broken the weapon, and the deckhand would have been stranded with no charge. But because I waited to make the attack on the first turn, suddenly I had a much better situation. Does this? I don't know how this works. No, it doesn't attack. It doesn't increase the attack of the weapon. Never mind. I know how it works. I lied. I do know how it works. So this is not really the best play as far as like board commitment, but it's gonna provide a ton of damage. Never mind. I do know how this works. Acid Train. Oh my God, dude! Dropping the sub and the raid. Thank you, Acid Train. That's amazing. Way to go. Thank you, sir. And then we got Bam Paladin, a deck here. Oh no! Not my beautiful boys. Draw me that Wretched Tiller. Actually, it's not that good, is it? Leroy's nice, though. All right, this is 8 next turn, maybe. That sets up a nice Leroy. Ziliax is super good, unfortunately. Super good. It's a 6-point swing there. That's very, very strong. Hey, we did hit the Tiller, just a little late. I wonder if the way Gonk works is because of the way Sulturaze works. I wonder if they sort of like coded them together. Because Sulturaze, like even if you equip a new weapon, you can still attack again. And that feels a bit like Gonk. Anyway, what is this? A Dragon Paladin. Oh my God. Or not really, I guess. Just Dragon Ball Scorcher for equality synergies, I suppose. Yeah, OTK. Is this the one you've been playing? You were talking about, Mage? Like, your like unique list or something, different list you were talking about that works pretty well. I played a Face Warrior deck to rank 3 pre-nerfs. Did you know you can play a Sulturaze into a Sulturaze? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, like it's pretty crazy that you can... oh, that's actually pretty sad for me, isn't it? How much damage do we have? 7 plus 6 is 13. Not quite enough, unfortunately, yet. I needed him to have played a smaller thing. That wouldn't really matter, I guess. That's not enough, right? It's 13. No, I can't get there. Sulturaze won't be able to attack again just yet, so... we're gonna be a little shy, I'm worried, guys. Scared we're gonna come up a little short. I mean, we have 10, of course. Like, we might get there. It just depends on what he plays, right? If he drops a Lich King right now, we're in trouble. We're in a bit of a pickle, right? We're in a bit of a pickle if he drops a Lich King. Have you guys ever heard that word jinx? Man, how do I do it every freaking time? I am a god at jinxing, man. I am the god of the jinx. I'm the absolute god of the jinx. Weirdly enough, we're still close to winning somehow. If he doesn't have a heal or a taunt right now, we win. But I think Jaina's the issue, right? I think Jaina comes up here and we lose. Jaina plus Mortal Strike is maybe still enough? No, not quite. Not quite. I literally have to stop talking. I cannot do this to myself. Oh, if he attacks face, actually, Jaina plus Mortal Strike is enough. Yeah, attack face. Yep, Mortal Strike off the top. Stop it right now. You stop it. Stop it right now. Stop. Stop. What is going on? I literally called every single card for the last 5 turns. And there you go. That was the Face Warrior. As you can see, we won a ton of games. Now, I have revised this deck in the meantime, so please check out some later streams, my Hearthstone links, to see the latest version of the deck. because I think it's actually a little bit better than this one. It's more consistent in the early game, but still an archetype that's winning games on the ladder. It's gotten a little worse in the post-nerf era as things have settled with things like Hunter taking more and more prominence. This sometimes just can't get through all the mess of Hunter, all the secrets and the big swings with spell stones and the big taunts with Death Rattle Hunter, but still a deck that can help you climb if you have all these cards and you're looking to have some fun with Salt Rays, because that is a very, very fun card. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts in the comments below. But until then, thanks so much for watching. And until next time, game on.